we I have a goat on the call that I'm passing this training off to in the next 10 minutes. And I know he needs the utmost respect because he's the next chairman 25 coming out of NASA investment. So I know for a fact he needs more than 50 people to give value to. And I know for a fact it's more than 50 people that need the value from him. All right. So we're gonna just use the next 2 minutes to send personal messages, something to your leaders, your P1000s and up that are in NASA, so we can get plugged into the call. All right, you see I got the fam with me in the background. You see me outside, yeah. We're not missing no beats, we're not missing no beats. All right, so I want to make sure everybody's plugged in so we're not missing a beat. All right, the P1000s are the heartbeat of our team. The P1000s are up with a heartbeat. We're making everything move. All right, do not let the heart skip a beat because we're not being plugged in. Okay, family. So we're about to get started in the next 1 minute at 12:08. We will be getting started. All right, bet. All right, bet, family. We are locked in. We're about to get started. We're about to get this training activated. What's today? Happy Wednesday. Yep, happy Wednesday, family. It's 12 o'clock. Another day to be grateful. Another day. If you're on this call right now, you woke up this morning, you got access to another 24 hours. Somebody on somewhere, on some part of the earth did not get another 24 hours today. So just be appreciative and be grateful for just being able to say that you can be on this training right now. Have, air going through your body. And you're fully automated. You'll be able to move how you want to right now. So just always remain grateful and stay in that state of gratitude, family, so you can be able to appreciate the things that are yet to come in your life. All right. But I'm not going to be on this training long. I'm not going to be here and talk to you all day because, like I said, we do have a GOAT on today's training. So real quick, if nobody knows me, my name is DJ Anderson, newest chairman 10 within NASA and Trey House Investment Group. I want to just give you all some value real quick in terms of something that's going to really set a lot of people apart from the collective. All right. This is something that can really set a lot of people apart from the collective because a lot of individuals, they don't know how to do this one task or this one thing or a mindset that you should have in terms of building a business and trying to reach any new level of success. A lot of people do not know how to do this one thing. All right. So in the chat for me real quick, can everybody type the word commitment? Type the word commitment in the chat, but in bold letters. All right, this is a very important thing that you need to grasp the concept of, to be committed to something. I need everybody to type the word commitment. All right, everybody to type the word commitment. We got about 58 people on this call. I need all 58 of us to drop commitment in the chat because that's how serious it is. Who's really committed to the overall goal? All right. Who's committed? Let me check the comment box. Make sure we're all locked and loaded. Okay. We don't got everybody typing yet. Is everybody committed? Some of us on this call, if you're driving, you cool. But if you're in the crib and you scrolling on Instagram, you just texting your homie and you just on the call, you're not really committed. I'm gonna be honest. You're not really committed. You're on the call to say that your name's popping up, but you might not really be committed. All right, because commitment comes with full-on lock-in, understanding exactly what you have to get, what you have to complete and what's the task at hand. All right, what's the task at hand? So us being Platinum 1000s and up in this organization, pretty much everybody should have the same commitment. All right, it's a couple things that we all for a fact should be committed to. For one, we all should be committed to impacting individuals with this opportunity. Right? If you're not committed to that, then chairman might be iffy for you. I'm gonna be honest. Chairman might be iffy for you. You gotta be committed to impacting people. You have to be committed to showing up every day, right? You have to be committed to being a student within this space. These are slight things that you have to be committed to, but this is a difference breaker. Make sure everybody's taking notes as well, but this is a difference breaker when it comes to commitments. All right. When you hear people talking about being committed to things, I'm gonna give you all a couple examples in terms of commitment. But A lot of individuals, when they say they're committed to something, a lot of people don't get their full blown out commitment, or they don't really stay committed to something for a long period of time, because a lot of people let their commitment get altered by their feelings. All right. One thing you can't do when you're trying to stay committed to something is allow your feelings or allow yourself to depend on your feelings. In no way, shape, or form, your feelings can be connected to your commitment. All right. No way, shape, or form can your feelings be connected to your commitment. All right. Because it's gonna be days you don't feel like doing certain things. It's gonna be days that you don't feel like showing up. It's gonna be days that you're not feeling the best. But what does that have to do with your commitment? All right. What does you not feeling a certain way have to do with your commitment? Right. I like to look at commitment like a newborn baby. All right. Or a baby that hasn't done anything, a harmless child. Right? Why should that harmless child have to go through things when it hasn't done anything to anybody? Treat your commitment the same way. This is something that you chose to be committed to, right? But why am I allowing my feelings to not allow me to really endure my commitment, right? And I'm gonna give you all an example with like a relationship. You know, you see people, say somebody proposed to somebody, or say somebody wants to get into a very deep relationship with another individual. A lot of us probably heard of somebody say that I'm not really ready for this relationship yet because I'm not ready to go ahead and get to that level of commitment. I don't want to really dive into this relationship because I'm not ready for that level of commitment yet. All right, that's what people say. They're not ready for that level of commitment, but you being committed to something should not matter how you're really feeling at that time, because you already decided to be committed, right? You building this business, you getting levels of success, you helping people within this space. It shouldn't matter really how you feel. All right. Yes, we're humans, we're people who have feelings, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if I committed to something, if this is my goal, this is what I set out to actually get done for myself and maybe others, my feelings don't really even matter. The thing, how I'm really feeling at the time being should not even really matter. All right. And I'm gonna give you all another gem in terms of commitment, because I want everybody to write down the word principle as well. If you're taking notes, write down, give yourself a little space for the word principle. All right. Give yourself some space for your principles, because what these principles are going to allow you to do, family, say you're feeling some type of way, say you know you're committed to something. You're committed to going chairman 10 and above. You're committed to being the best trader within this space. You're committed to it. All right. But say you come to a point in time to where you're not feeling it for real. You're not feeling it. You're not really in that mode. That's when these principles should start kicking in. All right. Principles is basically like your standards, something that you have to write down and something that you have to abide by, regardless of what you're going through. Right. I'm gonna give you all an example for myself. I'm in a fraternity. I'm in Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Right. We have 4 cardinal principles: manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. Right. Regardless of how I'm feeling, the principles of my fraternity are to be a man, lead with manhood, right? Have scholarships, stand on my education, right? Persevere, make sure I'm going, no matter what the endeavor is, I'm going through it and I'm persevering. And then uplift, make sure I'm uplifting people. Those are 4 of our cardinal principles. That those are my standards. Like, that's what I have to do nonetheless. Like, that's my expectation. All right. Your principles should be your expectations, right? And what these are gonna do is, one more time for what, Mama K? Just the principles. Basically commit to winning. Yes. Right. So I want everybody in your notes, write down the word principle, and then give yourself a few principles that you're going to abide by regardless, and connect those principles to your commitment. I want everybody to connect these principles to your overall commitment. All right. Whatever your overall commitment is, connect these principles to it. And I'm gonna give you all an example. The 5 pillars to chairman, those are principles. Those are principles. The 5 pillars to chairman, me getting on trainings, me calling my team, right? Me prospecting. Those are principles, things that I have to get done throughout the day, regardless of how I'm feeling. That's just another word for my principles. All right. Yes, my feelings should not be attached to what I have to get done at all. Literally. All right. And these principles should help you stay afloat. These principles should help you stay connected to your commitment. All right. Find some principles that's going to guide you to the level that you're trying to be. All right. Drop some 7s in the chat if that's making sense so far. Drop some 7s in the chat if that's making sense. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Right. So now once you get to this point, family, once you get to the point where you're committed to something, because I feel like a lot of individuals confuse being committed to something or having waves of me being locked in. You know, a lot of people say I'm committed to doing this 90-day blitz for the next 3 months. I'm about to go balls to the wall and make sure I understand. I'm about to do this 90-day blitz, 5 webinars, prospect 10 people a day, get all my content in, do this 90-day blitz, and I only do it for 2 days. That's what a lot of people's level of commitment is. A lot of people's level of commitment people don't have really consistency. They don't really stay committed to being consistent. Yeah, straight Justin Owens type of time. Straight Justin Owens. Y'all see who I'm studying right now. If you know, you know. If you got the audio on your Apple Music, you know. Right? He's also said on another one of those videos, lie, steal, and chill your way to success. It's the process. So I'm taking what he said and I'm giving it right back to you all. Lie, steal, and cheat your way to success. It's all the same information. None of this information is ours. We're just borrowing the information. We're borrowing all the same stuff. But sometimes you got to hear it in a different perspective. Sometimes you got to get on every single training because somebody might make sense a little bit different for you. A little bit different. That's why I'm surprised that we don't have all 138 or 135 P1000s on this training right now. Some people feel like they don't have to hear the same information, but they're going to realize that's why they're going to see the same results or the same levels of success that they've been seeing because they're limiting their reps. They're limiting their commitment. See what I'm saying? But family, I didn't have too many gems for you all. I really just wanted everybody on this call to understand what commitment really means. All right. Give yourself some standards that you're going to uphold to, regardless of your feelings. Principles over feelings. Principles over feelings. People say this all the time. I'm not ready for that level of committed because of how they're feeling in the moment. Right. It'll be so many more separations and divorces and relationships if people went based off of their feelings. If you get married to somebody, you're in a life-lasting commitment to be together through thick and thin. But if I moved based off of how I was feeling, if my wife pissed me off and made me sleep on the couch, well, I'm about to divorce you tomorrow because that's how I was feeling. What type of sense does that make? I forgot about my whole overall commitment because I was moving off of my feeling. Forget moving off of my feeling. I'm moving based off of my principle. I'm literally moving based off of my principle because that's directly tied to my commitment. As simple as that. So look at your relationship with your spouse or your significant other and make that same relationship for your business. Be committed to your business. Fall in love with your business so you would never divorce your business because you didn't feel like working today. Don't divorce your business because you didn't feel like working today because you just all of a sudden forgot about your commitment. Come on now. You better go put a ring on Chairman 10. You better go wife Chairman 10 or ladies, you better go make Chairwoman 10 your new husband, something. You better do it. Because somebody else will, I promise you. Somebody's going to figure out their level of commitment. I promise you they will. All right? But family, that's all the gems I had for us real quick on this call. But let me make sure. I bet he's already there. Bet perfect, he's already there. I need everybody real quick. If you got some gems from what I just said, drop some fires in the chat. But if you're ready for the ultimate gem, if you're ready for, like I said, the next Chairman 25 that's about to come out of NASA investment groups, I need everybody to drop a C50 ball. I need everybody to drop C50 in this chat. C50. All right. I'm going to be honest. I can edify this dude to the T. Because I remember back in 2019 when we were racing from P2 to P5 together. Right. P5 to C10 together. Like literally, this was my running mate since 2019 when we joined the business. Literally, like every day in the group chats. Hey, Sean, bro, I'm about to beat you to the next rank. Sean, bro, you know you're not about to beat me. Every single time. Like, I promise you, accountability partner, we don't even directly affect each other's organizations, but we both committed to the same thing. Why not commit to the same goal and work together and, push each other to actually persevere through this whole building the business aspect. All right. So I need everybody to go ahead and have your notebooks out for the GOAT himself. Chairman 10, six-figure earner from residual income, also impacting thousands of lives in not only Trade House, but I Am Mastery Academy with the DCX scalper every single every week. He's getting people paid. Just yesterday, he caught 700 pips in 30 minutes. He paid people's monthly subscription in 30 minutes on a live session yesterday. Literally. And if you're not plugged in, then you're tripping. All right, family. So I need everybody to drop again C50s in the chat for my brother, Chairman 25 loading, Sean, bro. Let's go ahead and get a P1000s what they need to get up out that, get off that island. It's time for them to go ahead and get P2s. My P2s need to get P5, and the P5s especially need to go ahead and smack Chairman because NASA to the moon, family. And JD, I say this every time. We take you Chairman 750 by the end of this year, bro. It's already done. Ian, you on this call too. I need you C1 milli. I'm about to make you host, Brody. Give me 1 second. And let's rock.
Yeah. Wow. Broski. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Can we drop B6? Can we drop big C25 for the man DJ? Commitment, bro. Commitment. That is actually it. Commitment. That was actually it. Appreciate you, my brother. We did compete a lot. I'm not gonna lie. We did compete a lot. We competed when we're P1s, P2s. I even remember when we were committing, they said, whoever gets the P5 gets some queens. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. So appreciate you, bro. Literally, I'm always watching you. Definitely a student to you. Also, shout out to JD. Shout out to Ian. I definitely want us, this is a P1 talk, right? This is P1 talk. Drop that in the chat. P1 talk. P1 talk, right? So this is, I'm not gonna lie, we in war right now. You in war. You in war right now. Right? The devil is trying to take something away from you. If you feel like, man, I'm getting tired, the devil is just trying to take it away from you. Are you going to just give up and let him take it? There are ranks that are getting popped every single day. Do you understand? The man on your left, the man on the right is facing the exact same challenges that you are facing. The man on your left, the man on your right still has to get results for their team. We're in this together. We're in this together. So welcome to P1 Talk. Let's get it. My name is Sean Gatosin. Good C10, C25 loading. You already know, Sid. You know the vibes. But big DCX educator. But I wanna break a couple of things down. We're gonna talk about leadership, right? We're going to talk about leadership. Drop that word in the chat. Leadership. That is gonna be our main focus today. Because at P1000, you are accepting leadership. Sean, I accepted IBO, accepted leadership at P150. There are still customers that are P150s. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen customers that are P150s, where I've seen P150s are basically customers, right? I know I'm not the only person. They're like, they don't even know there will be a P150 training, and some P150s wouldn't even tap in because they're still customers in the mind. They haven't accepted leadership yet. But at P6, I was doing leadership. Some didn't fully accept it yet. But at P1000, you don't get to P1000 on accident, right? You do not get to P1000 on accident. I need y'all to understand this. When you are P1000, you are accepting this type of leadership that where you now are making unofficial decisions. At P6, a lot of times you are asking your mentors for a lot of things. But at P1, you are making unofficial decisions that you need to run it with your P2000. Leadership. Everybody on this call needs to accept leadership. It's time to stop waiting on the side, just watching people. And it's time to finally say, you know what? I'm gonna take that role. I'm going to take the role. My P2000, we had a lock-in. P2000 is busy doing something. People are sitting in the room. I'm a P1. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna run something, and I'm gonna make sure all the P600s, P150s, and maybe other P1000s, I'm gonna control the room. P1000s, it's time to get ready to start controlling the room. When you see other leaders on their phones what do you do? Do you say, I'll wait for my chairman, I'll wait for the P5s? Or do you say, I am a chairman? Chairman is in me. So I'm gonna run the room. They're busy working the phones. So we're gonna do something. We're gonna practice doing a presentation. Let's say there's presentations, right? Let's say you run an in-house presentation. No one comes. What do you tell your other leaders? We don't have to do it. Or do you be the one person that has that ultra P5000 type of persona and say, you know what? We're going to run the play, even if we're practicing, because we still need reps. At P1000, you know the right things to do. If you don't do them, you know you're being disobedient. I'll say at P6, you don't really know the right from the wrong. But at P1, you know the right from the wrong. If you choose not to do it, you're being disobedient to the blueprint. That P2000s, they know they have to do those right things. Why can't you do that at P1? I'm not gonna lie, when I was at P1000, and I've been doing a lot more P1000 detailed type of trainings. And then I sat there and I said, you know what, Sean, what were you like at P1? I worked the hardest individually. At P1000, I worked the hardest individually. I would even say my work ethic at P1, when it came individual work, is almost as intense as I was at P5 to C10. What? But at P2, I was developing. So it was a different approach. P150 to P1000, you're literally working individually. P1000, you're slowly learning how to work through other people. You get it? P150, you're working individually. P6, you barely have one leader or two leaders. So you're still working individually, right? You're hoping you can get some type of momentum through your P150s. P1000, you're hoping some of your P6s finally accept the role of leadership. A lot of them don't. So you still feel like you're alone, but you still got a couple of leaders. But you, deep down, you're like, I feel like I'm alone. I should be good. I don't know if I'm breaking up. I think I'm Gucci. I got the 1000G. I mean, 1,000 megs. Don't play me. 1 gigabyte, right? Big C750 Wi-Fi. Don't play. All right, bet. bet. So at P1000, you still don't feel like you have enough leaders, but you do, right? You do. Because you still working, feel like you're still working alone. But why do we, as more experienced leaders, why do your P2s, your P5s, your C10, your C50, your other C50, your C750 always keep pressing? Shout out to Brandon also, C250, always keep pressing on developing other people, because we're trying to make your route to P1000 to P2 a lot shorter than it should be. Because I'm telling you, the minute you accept developing people and being that ultimate playmaker, putting people in position for them to win. We used to do that at P6. Well, if you're a real builder, you know how to do it, right? Real builders know how to actually get people to launch. How? If I'm helping someone, this is some weird sauce. I don't know. That has nothing to do. This is more just in general. When I'm helping someone and they tell me, Sean, thank you so much, but they're not posting, what do you think I'm going to do? Some people know. If you help someone, they finally congratulate you, they show some profits, what do you think you're supposed to do to get them to post? Someone randomly say, I know you know, post their response and tag them in it. So I just became a playmaker in getting my mentees to post. That is what you have to do for leaders. But it's not necessarily through Instagram. You have to literally see something ahead of them, because you're experienced. Because you experienced, you didn't get to P1 on accident. Say that to yourself. Say that right now. We're not moving forward till you say it. I already know, I'm watching you. I did not get to P1000 plus on accident. I did not get to P1000 plus on accident. I did not get to P1000 plus on accident. Until you accept that, you're going to think you're not going to have enough confidence to lead and accept leadership. Because the minute you accept leadership, you're confident in your leadership skills. And you're not going to accept leadership because you're not confident in your leadership skills. The reason why you don't step up in a room of other leaders because you're not confident in your leadership skills. When people are talking, messing around in a lock-in, the minute you still sit there and don't know what to say because you're not confident in your leadership skills. But why can a C10 come in a room and say, hey, everybody, it's time to go to the next agenda? Because they're confident in their leadership skills. It's time to accept that. It's time as P1000s, you study P2s, right? Study all the P2000s. You look at chairmans, but it's time to study the P2s. What do the P2s do? You see the P2s are always the quickest ones to outwork everybody. The work ethic is crazy. But do you work crazy as a P1? You should. Like I said, I worked the hardest at P1, but I made a mistake when I got a P2. I was exhausted. You hear a lot of people get exhausted at P2000 because they worked a lot at P1. But one thing we wish we did at P1, we wish we started developing other people. But you see a lot of P2s that got there fast. They got there fast because they did it individually. At P1000, we're giving you some sauce that we wish we knew when we're in 2019, or in 2020, and the early parts of 2021 to the new P2s. We wish we just started developing other people and give them a playbook. When you give a playbook to someone, you do not just say it, you elaborate. Because you are thinking, if I'm telling someone a play, can they understand, process it, and actually execute it? Because if they fail executing your playbook, you failed giving them that sauce. You're not taking accountability to the plays you're giving your team. You're looking at your P2 to give your playbook, but you want respect in your org. You want respect as a P1000 in your org, but you're giving your P2s to be the coach, and you're just watching. But you never actually, because you're still afraid of your leadership skills, you're not going to get the respect till you give plays to your team. You're not going to get that respect till you give plays to your team. Sean, I'm scared I'm going to fail. Do, then critique later. Stop critiquing yourself before you even do it. Because you critiquing yourself, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe because you're still not confident. But do you understand how many times Ian, JD, DJ, Key, BT, all the chairmans, the P5s, I even say good part of P2s. We usually do, then we actually critique later. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I've done something and I actually said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it because I trust in the blueprint. Then I critiqued myself later. If you're too busy critiquing yourself, it slows you down to actually do it and execute it. And that's how you're watching other people be successful. It's like literally seeing a trade. You know you should tap into the trade, but you're too busy questioning it. Now you see the trade hit TP. Now you upset. Do you know you can do that in leadership at a P1000, P2 level? There's things you know you're supposed to do for your team. You don't do it. And you see other people do it and you see them winning. It's time for us to start doing than critiquing later. Leadership. The definition of leadership is the ability of an individual to influence and guide followers or other members of an organization. Leadership is the ability of an individual to influence and guide members of an organization. But you can't guide, you can't influence if you're not confident in yourself. But you didn't get to P1000 plus on action. I mean, even if you feel like you did not. Accept that you are a great leader. Can someone in the chat, drop in the chat, qualities of a great leader? If you're thinking of a great leader, what is the first couple of words that you think of? I want to see if we're going to get some of the words I have. Let's see. Drop it in the chat. Fearless, dedication, communication. Shout out to the person that got communication. Perfect. Humility. Wow. That's actually, I think that's one of mine. Lead by example. Okay. Relationships. Confidence. That's another one. All right. So we still got a couple. Self-starter, integrity, valuable, motivated. Oh, you got it. You got another one. Did I see lead by example? Self-starter. I like that. Did anyone, I'm looking at someone to say, okay, I'm still seeing some, communication. Good stuff. All right. Let's see, I'm still looking for more. Solutions specialist. I love that one. I love that one. I love that one, actually. Problem solver. I actually love that one too. Bad, inspiring. I like that. It's influence. Did anyone say, you know what? I'm gonna change one of them to problem solver because I actually like that. I like that better than this other one. Perfect. Did anyone say gratitude? We haven't seen gratitude. Do you know you still have to have good gratitude in this business to be a great leader, right? You gotta have gratitude with what is happening right now, right? Gratitude is a huge key. Learning ability, that's another one, right? Integrity, that is my first one. So we're gonna go qualities of a great leader. Let's do qualities of a great leader. The number one is integrity. What do you do when no one is watching you? You are holding a big part of a business. You may not even believe you are, but you are. Right? David Aminte, BT, Justin Owens, all of them will always say P1000 is an extremely important rank. Right? Integrity. Drop the word integrity. What do you do when no one is watching you? What do you do when your mentees are annoying you and you want to just, you want to just blow off on them, but you know you're not supposed to? What do you do when your mentees are hitting you up and you know you're supposed to do a three-way and you feel like, I don't want to do this three-way, so I'm going to act like I'm too busy? What do you do when it's a leadership call? Your team has a leadership call and you're supposed to be on the leadership call, but you're saying that you're doing a prospect call. Integrity. If you lack that, you're going to soon lose the trust of your uplines. And you don't want to lose the trust of your uplines. Do you know, JD, you messed up putting me on this type of call. I really didn't know what I was gonna talk about, but I told God, can you please pour into me and make sure that, because I just did a P1 call, and I really hate being redundant. I hate being redundant if it was a couple of days ago. So I said I have to do something completely different that makes sense at this point, right? So I said, you know what? Think about something completely different. Do you know, until you have enough respect until your mentor respects you and trusts you in this business, they're not going to look at you. They're going to look at you as a mentee. But when does your mentor start looking you from a mentee to a business partner. I mean, if I think of my P150s, I'm going to call them, they're not my business partners. They're my mentees. They're my young shooters. P6, my young shooters. P1000s, y'all still my young shooters, right? It's respect, right? Real respect. I have high respect for every single one of my leaders. P2s, that's when some start separating. I start looking at them as a business partner. P5s, they're my business partner. Kid, my business partner. I don't really look at it as my mentee. Funny, JD was like, the way I look at Sean, I mean, I don't really look at him as more of a mentee. I look at him as a person just like me, a business partner. Why do you think JD looks at me like that? Because over time of trust and respect. But until you're mentor, until you can build that level of trust, you're going to keep looking like the young mentee. But some of y'all at P1000s do not listen. You're making official decisions and you never made unofficial decisions first. A lot of y'all, P1000, do not listen. You don't say, you know what, I make a decision, but let me run the play with my upline. And at P6, you usually question it a lot. At P1000, you should be coming up with solutions and still asking your mentor, how do you like this? This is my solution. This is what we're running. How do you like it? That's the way I would do it, because I'm confident in my leadership skills. But if you're not confident, you're not going to talk like that, right? If you're not confident, you're not going to talk like that. I'm not even talking about back office today. I'm talking about confidence, because the confidence is what powers that back office of yours, the GV, God's vision. But again, if you're not confident, you're not going to look at GV as God's vision, right? That was really what God was having trouble with. People was not confident in his word. Again, you're not going to look at your back office as God's vision. I'm confident in the back office. I am confident with whatever is going back, whatever is happening back there, I'm confident. I'm confident in any type of situation the back office gives to me on a daily, because I am confident in my leadership skills and my teams and my uplines and my orgs and Trey House and NASA's and my particular team. I'm confident, right? Lead by example. That's a funny one, right? Lead by example is funny because your people are always watching you. I'm going to be honest. You sometimes forget that your people are watching you. What you're doing is what they're going to duplicate. They duplicate the good, sometimes they duplicate your bad times two. So what you're not doing, they're duplicating that. So if you are a problem child to your mentor, you're going to have problem child mentees. You know how many times I had mentors, some young shooters that have told me, Sean, why is my mentees acting like that? And I'm just laughing because, boy, you were acting just like that. They were just watching you. They were customers. They may not say they were watching you, but they were taking notes of every little thing you were doing. Oh, you didn't do this? Watching you, like, they're watching you, bro. And now a big leader, and you like, bro, why is this happening to me? Guess what? You're gonna have to break that by doing the opposite of what you were doing back then. And now you're gonna have to learn how to be a leader and lead by example. Communication, very important. Communication is important. Communicating to your mentees versus also communicating to your mentors. The whole time we're talking about confidence, we're also talking about the word communication. You have to know how to effectively communicate to your mentors. You have to know how to effectively communicate to your mentees. I think a lot of times we do things, we forget how powerful communication is. Call your team. We haven't even talked about personals. I'm saying mentees, but also mentees are placements, or mentees, personals too, right? Communication is important. There's going to be times that you really don't want to communicate something because you feel very uncomfortable. But if you don't communicate that as a high level leader, P1s, P2s, P5s, and up, right? The message gets dropped. How you edify things one way is how everything usually happens. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Communication is also edification. How much do you edify certain things that when you know it's very important? Even if you don't think something is important, do you always edify? There's going to be things you may not agree with because you're getting more confident in your leadership skills. You also have to get confidence in your other people's leadership skills, right? So there's going to be times you may not think something is important, and being that you're P1, P2, you're going to feel a lot more confident and think, you know what? We don't have to do that because I know what I'm doing. But you don't believe or you don't trust that people got to their ranks for a reason, right? There's a reason they got there. Again, why don't you just let the thing play? Self-awareness, do you critique yourself? Self-awareness, another quality. Do you critique yourself? Are you aware of your own decisions? Are you aware of your own decisions? Are you aware when something is happening and you know you did it and you can critique yourself real quick before your mentor critiques yourself? You know, BT talked about that. Not BT, Brandon Thompson talked about that. I think it was Brandon or Ray. I've been listening to a lot of chairmen lately, right? One of the high-level chairman 250s talked about that. They said, what should be happening is that as a high-level leader, P1000 and plus, we should allow you to fix yourself before we fix something because we want you to experience that, something like that, right? So basically, I knew I was tripping. I heard that. Basically, even me as a chairman, there may be times I want to save my P1s because I want them to get quicker success. But sometimes we have to allow you to make mistakes so we can test your self-awareness. Sometimes even as higher level leaders, we want to protect our mentees and save them from the trouble we went through. But sometimes we have to allow you to make mistakes so we can test your self-awareness. As top leaders, your mentees are going to fail, right? As top leaders, your mentees are going to fail in certain things, but you don't have to micromanage them. You don't have to be on their neck every single minute, right? I mean, people be like, Sean, how did you know this was happening? You didn't say anything. Because I was watching. I'm always watching. I am always watching. I may not say something, but I'm watching. If you don't think JD is watching you right now, he knows the people that are not on this call. So when they come to him and they ask him, hey, how can I get to the next level? He's thinking, you don't even tap into these trainings. P2s, P5s, how can I develop my P1s? He's thinking, you don't even tap into the trainings to learn how to develop your P1s. How do you expect me to give you value when you keep missing value? Do you understand your other leaders are doing this? Self-awareness is so key that I may not say anything, your leaders may not say anything 24/7, is because they're watching you and they want to see, are you going to fix yourself? They usually say something after you don't fix yourself multiple times. And they usually have a list of things, right? Gratitude, show gratitude. I'm gonna be done real quick. Gratitude is very important. Be grateful for where you at. Be grateful for that you are now a P1000. You are now a P2. Be grateful you are now a P5. Be grateful that you have air in your lungs. Be grateful that we have something that can actually make us multiple millions of dollars. Be grateful. Some of y'all lack personal development. You lack gratitude, but it's because you lack personal development. And personal development, you can fix in many different ways. But because you don't think it has anything to do with your back office, that you don't feel the need to personally develop yourself. So you miss out on calls like Mama K. You miss out on calls like Nino. You miss out on anything that can actually develop yourself internally. Because you don't think it has anything to do with your GV. But do you know lacking gratitude, lacking appreciation can affect you whenever you experience one L? People that give up so quickly are usually the people that never have gratitude. It's time to end the call. Jay, I didn't even, it's crazy. People.
You're wildin'.
Oh, bro,
you're wildin'.
Give up easily. Usually are the people that lack the most gratitude. You know how many people I've seen give up as a top leader? And I just sit there and I say, bro, you don't even appreciate the wins. That's what, oh, Nino said that today? That's crazy. I'm not even on Nino's calls. That's crazy alignment. I promise you, I did not get that from Nino. I did not know that. That's crazy, right? Alignment. People that usually give up the most, people that give up quickly, usually lack gratitude. Why do you think your mentees, the people you sign up, give up? Because they lack gratitude. Why do you think people stay in this business? Because they have gratitude. I stayed in this business. I didn't even get a withdrawal to like my second, third month. But I had gratitude to watch my one mentee I brought make money. I had gratitude for that. That's why I stayed. Chairman, you're not going to get a chairman until you understand the word gratitude. I usually hear you top chairmans, they would just talk about gratitude and you would wonder why are they talking about that? Again, that has nothing to do with GV. They're just talking. But because they appreciate what's going on. And until you appreciate that, it'll be very hard for you to accept those L's you do take in this business. Why do you think when you get an SL, if you have gratitude, you say, you know what, I've just made 2 TPs. You know what, I should have came in this trade a little bit. I should have not over leveraged. You know what, because you have gratitude. I'm gonna be done, and I have a couple learning ability. How is your learning ability in this business? How is your learning ability in this business? How is your learning ability to learn a new product? Are you beautiful? Are you forever a student? Are you willing to learn every single day? Right? Crazy. If you were in the business in 2019, we only did Forex, FRX. We didn't even have IM Center. If you did in the business in 2019, we didn't have IM Center. So our learning ability, we had to adapt to what's happening right now. Crazy. 2019, 2020, DCX comes. DCX always been around, but it wasn't edified enough. But DCX, HFX started coming in the mid part of the year. Mid part of literally a year ago, we started talking more about HFX, right? What is our learning ability to adapt? Do you understand? I am Mastery Academy, the great I am Mastery Academy is only going to keep getting better. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's always going to keep getting better. We're taking over. We're taking over the world. I'm letting you know that right now. So I promise you, by the end of this year, you're going to hear something that's a little bit different. And what is your learning ability to adapt? Do you know when we have the next IM convention in around September, I believe in Arizona, there's going to be something announced that's going to be different. What is your learning ability to adapt? What is your learning ability to adapt when you see something happening new? Do you understand? This is not qualities of a great leader. These are qualities of a chairman, of a C100. Because I'm saying these things, I'm like, bro, these are C100s that are usually, really, these are qualities of really, I would say, majority of chairmen, right? Do you know when something is happening new as a product or anything is happening, or we know a product is banging right now, we are literally quick to adapt to that product. Gold Cup has been going crazy. Who's really tapped into Gold Cup? What is your ability to adapt to something new? Influence. The bigger you get in this business, the stronger your influence is. But why is it that BT can create a P150 probably in a second? Because his influence, but his influence has been added by how much he has done in this business. And one of the qualities of a great leader is influence. But that usually is also lead by example. But when you lead by example so much and so many things that's happened to you that's been good, your influence is very powerful. Do you know you don't just create leaders out of thin air? You influence them. You inspired them to be leaders, right? If you are struggling creating leaders, it's because you have low influence in your org. Probably because you don't call enough plays, right? You don't call enough plays. Empathy, understanding is very important too. You got to understand what's happening. You have to understand when your mentees may go through something, right? Every day I hear something that's happening in my org and I have to have empathy towards it. Even if you want to press something that's very important to what's happening in the back office, if something is happening in their lives, if you don't have empathy, your mentees are going to want to talk to you, right? Your mentees are not going to want to talk to you. All right, bet. We're going to stop there. Confidence and problem solver is the next. I do have more. I'll tap that in on another call. There will be a part 2 to this. P1 table talk. There will be a part 2 to this. There will be a part 2 whenever that time is. There will be a part 2 to this. Very exclusive training. We talked about qualities of a great leader. We talked about confidence in yourself, but there will be a part 2. Thank you so much. We have a P1000. we do have a huge training at 1 p.m. right now. Is Leah, are you running that? I see your name. I don't know if that's you, if you raised your hand on purpose. Are you running the P1, the training at 1 p.m.? Are we still using this link? I just want to make sure. All right, James. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Right now, what I want y'all to do in the chat, what I want y'all to do in all the chats, in the P1000 chat, P2 chats, everything like that. One thing I want y'all to drop is confidence. Drop the word confidence. Remember, you didn't get to the rank on accident. Drop the word confidence. Blow up all the chats. Blow up every single chat and drop the word confidence. There will be a part 2 to this. This will be a series. Appreciate you, JD and DJ. Thank you for having me. James, I'm about to make you host right now. I'm about to make you host. Let's get it. Hold on for me real quick. I'm loving the word. I'm seeing the word confidence blow up all through the chats. Seeing the word confidence blow up all through the chats. Blow up the chats with confidence. Blow up the chats with confidence. Blow up the chats with confidence. Let them know you are confident. You are confident. You are confident with what's going on. Stop lacking confidence. Believe in yourself. That's what separates someone from chairman to a P1 is the confidence level. To have a confidence as a chairman. Let's get it. I want to make sure this is the same. This is the same link. Make sure. All right, bet. All right. All right, bet. We got James. Blow up the chats with the HFX Foundation. I'm about to make you host, James. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see you hit C10. I love the impact you do in your org. I'm telling you right now, we deserve to have more people on this call. Blow up the chats. Blow up the chats. We have C10 loading James about to give us the sauce on HFX Foundation, right? If you have someone that just signed up to HFX that got the elite pack, make sure they're on this call. Make sure they're on this call. Make sure they're on this call. Wow, 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 wow. We are already hitting over 125. I believe we can smack 200, right? I believe we can smack 200, right? We're already hitting at 125. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Keep blowing up the chats. You got it, James. Appreciate you, bro. Big C10 loaded.
Yes, sir. Y'all go ahead and drop some fire in the chat for my boy Sean, and drop some fire for DJ as well, y'all. Lots of sauce was given on this call, y'all, and I appreciate you guys for being locked in. But let's all go ahead as a collective, as a family, and redrop the link so that everybody in NASA can get on this HFX Foundation, family. This call is literally going to be crucial for everyone's success in regards to them being successful with the HFX platform. So with that being said, let's drop the link. Let's actually use our numbers and push this call with some intention. Let's get it. Starting up the call in the next 3 minutes, y'all. If you are already on the call, right? Family, go redrop the link for your team. Let's get them on the call. Starting up in 3 to 5 minutes, family. While we're waiting for everybody to get on the call, family, go ahead and drop in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10. How is everybody feeling today? Go ahead and drop in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10. How is everyone feeling today, man? Go ahead and drop, for those of you guys who already dropped the number, drop a word, right? How are y'all feeling today? Is it grateful? Did you wake up grateful today? Give me a word. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, family. Starting up this call in 2 more minutes, y'all. I'm just getting this set up for y'all. And let's keep on dropping the link. Let's get 200 people on here, y'all. Let's get it. Actually switching over. All right, perfect. Everybody drop HFX in the chat, man, if y'all are ready. Drop HFX in the chat if y'all are ready. Drop HFX in the chat if y'all are ready. For sure. Y'all should be able to see me. Y'all should be able to see me. My camera looking kind of crazy. Hold on. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of good. I know it's kind of dark, but it is what it is, man. Go ahead and drop a 333 in the chat if y'all can hear and y'all can see me clearly. Go ahead and drop a 333 if y'all can hear and y'all can see me clearly. Perfect, family. Right. So it's currently 1:05. Definitely gotta get this call started. I definitely want to give a big shout out to Sean on his previous call. Sean is definitely one of those individuals that I definitely study and I look at on a daily basis in terms of, you know, how it is that he has such a massive organization of and culture, you know what I mean, that allows people to be successful, allows people to, make money. I'm talking about him not even just being a crypto educator, but sharing the value with everybody on a daily basis, making sure he's spotlighting other people, making sure that they understand that they're also important as well. And Sean, I really respect it about you, bro. So with that being said, bro, just know I'm duplicating that on a daily basis. All right. For those of you guys on this call right now, I'm just gonna pull up my screen. But while we're waiting, for those of you guys who have not dropped how you are feeling today, please go ahead and drop in the chat how you are feeling today. We can't skip that. Yes, I can talk to you about HFX. Yes, we can talk to you about the foundations. But the thing is, I still need to know, how are you feeling today? How's your mental? Inspired, blessed? All right. Perfect. Give me a second, y'all. Kind of getting set up for y'all Wi-Fi. We a lot of people on the Wi-Fi. A bit slower than usual. Still down. Can y'all hear me clearly? I want to make sure. It's kind of saying connection is unstable. Can y'all hear? Can you hear me clearly? Smooth. It's choppy.
Whatever signal you was on before was perfect.
Change. Y'all get a little tour while I walk around. Really? Okay. But better Wi-Fi is anyways.
Whatever you was doing before, at first it was perfect, bro. So if you whatever you had it on at first was perfect. So I don't know if you turned something on after.
Let me go back. I know, start acting funny when I was. You gave me now, bro. Why is it playing like that? How do I sound now? Cool.
Thorough.
Perfect. Okay, cool, for sure. For sure, y'all. I appreciate y'all patience. My name is James Qualley. I'm a Platinum 5000 in this business. I've been a part of this opportunity for about a year and 9 months now. And really, I'm just about to go over the HFX foundations and show you guys basically what it is that I know and how you can be successful, using this HFX platform, all right? So the first thing I do want to do is I am going to share my screen with you guys so y'all can see the platform, because it starts with the platform, family. Starts with the platform. So let me share it, and then just let me know. Just go ahead and drop a 3 in the chat once you can see my screen. Drop a 3 once you can see my screen. Cool. So yeah. So what you want to drop, what you guys want to do is you want to type in go live. You want to type in go live dot go dot, no, it's go live dot im. You want to hit on that. Y'all can see my screen, right? Cool. Okay, we dropping 3s. For sure. So we go on the Go Live platform. And the reason why I like to start here, family, is because first and foremost, I look at it like this. Go Live is a platform that's allowing you to literally learn the mindset of an individual who is already making 6, 7, 8 figures. Okay. So you have the opportunity to literally tune in to multimillionaires on a daily basis and literally adapt their mindset. Right. And one thing, if I learned this from actually one of my previous mentors before, and he said you naturally have to take on the mindset of who you listen to the most, right? It's actually a law, and I believe it's the law of association, basically. And It's about the 5 people that you surround yourself with, or you listen to, or you I don't know, let's just say you associate yourself with, right? You are naturally going to be an average of those 5 people. Okay. So with that being said, if you decide to allow a multi-millionaire or multiple multi-millionaires into your life to influence your mindset, you're naturally going to take on the same thing and become an average of those 5 people, family. If that makes sense, drop a 5 in the chat. I just want to make sure that makes sense. So I really don't want you guys to sleep on Go Live. I really want you guys to understand that this is something that's helped me. And I know for a fact that if you just plug in, if you just familiarize yourself with Go Live, you'll do so much more like numbers for just trading your business and just for your life in general, y'all. Like some of these educators, they don't just only talk about trading all the time. Real talk, they'll give you real life value, things that they use, things that they do, things that they, think. And I hit DCX. We scrolling, we hit HFX, y'all. My bad. We hit the HFX Academy, right? So when we go to the HFX Academy, we have Jonathan Nunez, we have Millie Mills, we have Christian Lopez, we have Daniel Lopez, we got Arlette and so forth. But I'm really just going to tell you guys who I personally tap in with and who I think is going to be like, best in terms of what I do. Okay. Excuse me. So first person I'm going to talk about is DL Woods. Okay. DL Woods, he brings the energy, he brings the life to trading, right? He makes this like, how do I say this? He makes this something that you would not only just enjoy doing, but to understand that as much as you want to enjoy doing this, you got to be able to take the wins and the losses as well. So there's never a point in time I've ever been on DL Wood's session and he had like a negative attitude, on his trading session. Yes, there's times where he may lose a trade. We're not going to win every trade, but his attitude is the only thing that he understands that he can control. And I learned that from him is that as an HFX trader, a lot of things is about your mindset. So making sure you stay positive at all points in times is something I learned just from watching DL Woods, family. Everybody drop positive in the chat, right? Everybody drop positive. You have to maintain a positive attitude when you are literally trading HFX. If you are having a negative attitude, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a hard time being profitable, okay? Next, I don't really watch him, but I've watched a few of his videos, and he's truly, truly, truly spectacular when it comes to educating. Brandon Boyd, right? He actually is a Chairman 100 with Josh Lee, I believe, right? Chairman 100 as well. And the next person I would say is Taylor Marks. So he is actually Matthew Thayer's mentee. So I'm going to show you Matthew right now. This is Matthew Thayer, also known as Matty Pips, the creator of Cash App 3.0. And honestly speaking with you guys, I'm going to get to the strategy, whatever it is, but I just want you to know this guy is probably the #1 person that I'm going to watch. He's the #1, right? Matty Pips. He's the #1 person I'm going to watch because I use his strategy and his strategy works for me. Okay. And that's just what it is. And then Taylor Marks is his mentee. So just know that Taylor Marks does just about the same thing that he does. And that's really it. Right. So I'm going to hit on Matthew. Actually, I just skipped. My bad. So Matthew does training sessions on Sunday, and then he does get paid sessions Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at about 10 a.m. So, no, I'm tripping. On Friday, he does a live session, and that's why he got paid attention to the time. And that'll be at about 12:30 Central, okay? And I'm a Central time right now. Drop in the chat right now. Where y'all from? Where y'all tuning in from? Let me see where y'all tuning in from. Y'all EST, y'all CST, y'all PST. What are y'all? What are y'all? Right? So you just gotta, excuse me. You just gotta, you just gotta know your time, right? Write this down, y'all. Don't just, look at me. Just write it down for sure. Like, you gotta plug in. You gotta write it down. The one thing I learned from Jim Rohn is that, your bank account is a reflection of your calendar. Now, I want you guys to really look at the Go Live screen and tell me, does this not look like a calendar to you? Right? So literally, everything is aligned and connected. There's a reason why, this looks like a calendar. This is filling up your schedule with opportunities for you to make money, for opportunities to you make money either in the mind or to make money in the pockets, right? Sometimes you're going to just hop on education. That's money in the mind. And then sometimes you're going to hop on live training sessions. That's, actual, you're going to be making money for real, okay? And both of them are profitable, okay? But let's get to Matthew. So next thing, recorded sessions, you want to leave that alone. honestly, because all they're really gonna say to you is Matthew Thayer, and you're not gonna know what to hop on. Okay, so what I say is you switch to favorite. Everybody drop favorite in the chat. Hit favorite. Now, when you hit favorite, I'm gonna give you guys some of the videos that I personally used that helped me. Okay, and I'm talking about in terms of not only being a beginner with HFX. Cool little story. As far as myself, I mean, I told you guys I've been here for a year and 9 months. So with that being said, we didn't have HFX. Excuse me, we didn't have HFX when I got started. It was only FRX. So when HFX came about, I still wasn't really paying attention to it until one day, one of my mentees came to the house. Excuse me, came to the house, and I believe she had cleared a trade in my face, and she made like $75 in 2 minutes. So I got to thinking, I'm like, I made $75 before in 2 minutes off FRX. Like, you could do that. I might have to do a little bit, tweaking with the lot size, but I did that before. So I wasn't really paying attention. She cleared another trade 2 minutes later, and she made $67. Now I'm like, hold on. You just made, y'all do the math for me, 67 plus 70. I'm like, hold on. You just made $130 in 4 minutes? Nah, you lying. You lying. So I go look at her screen. She's like, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm on a live session right now with DL Woods. I'm like, who is DL Woods? This, black guy with a nice haircut, right? And he got a lot of energy. So she was like, look, let me put it on the screen, or put it on the screen. Go live right now and put it on the screen. I'm like, bet. So I go put it on the screen, and I see DL trade. And this is the first time y'all ever seen HFX. He clears the trade, and I see that he made like what, $8,000 on the trade. I'm like, hold on. This trade was 2 minutes, and he just made $8,000? Nah, you lying. This is not real. No way. So at that point in time, my belief level shot up through the roof as far as HFX. And I immediately, I ain't gonna lie to you, I still didn't even hop on the next day, right? I still didn't even hop on to it the next day. Excuse me. She came to the house again the following day, and I remember she said, yeah, I hopped on DL again, I made $700. A day after that, she said, I just withdrew $1,400 out the market. I got to questioning my life at this point. What exactly am I doing? So I ain't gonna lie. At that point in time, family, what do you think I did? I hopped on HFX. I hopped on HFX. What you mean you just made a $1,400 withdrawal in 3 days? I'm hopping in. So at that point in time, she was like, okay, yeah, the minimum is like, 100, 250, whatever it is. I'm like, cool, whatever. Through the 250 in, I actually took the bonus, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys about that in a minute. And took my account to like $400 or so. I kid you guys not. I took my trading account, hopped on live trading session, hopped on the hourglass, took my account. All I did was watch these videos, y'all. That's all I did. I watched the videos. Took my account from $400 to $920. It's like, I know it was above 900, okay? It was above 900 in like, I ain't gonna lie to you, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. At this point in time, I'm like, we finna get rich. We about to get rich. This is money in minutes. A trade on HFX on Hourglass gets called out every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, a trade gets called out. So at this point in time, I'm like, yo, this is far more consistent and accurate than a harmonic scanner. The harmonic scanner call out trades, but not as often as Hourglass. I'm like, bro, why have we not known about this stuff? Right? If you guys are new to NASA, you're new to the family, you're new to trading, drop new in the chat. Let me see who you guys are. Drop new in the chat. Right? It's about to get spicy. It's about to get spicy. You got to plug in and go live. You got to do what I did, though. Right? You got to do what I did. You got to do what I did. You got to plug into your videos, though. Right? You got to plug into your videos. I'm not saying you're going to get rich in 30 minutes. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that's what I did when I got started. See, I'll let you guys understand that I wasn't fully educated in terms of risking my account properly, but I will let you know that I definitely didn't make, you know, $500+ within a matter of 30 minutes. All right. I swear I got to calling up everybody. I got to calling up people that was in my business before, people that stopped trading because, you know, FRX is a little bit too hard for them. I got to call in everybody that, you know, was having a hard time being profitable with FRX. I got to tell them, look, that's all you got to do. Look, you don't even got to put stop loss. You ain't got to put a TP. All you got to do is just get the entry, call, put, boom, 3 minutes. I was calling everybody, y'all. All right. But the first video you want to watch, family, start here if you're brand new. Okay, start here if you're brand new. That's the first video. Second video, excuse me. Second video is Cash Trap 2.0 explanation in English. If you speak Spanish, hop on the Spanish session. Okay, so I hopped on Cash Trap 2.0 explanation in English. That was the next thing that I hopped on. After that, I knew exactly how to go about trading, but I seen another video that said the perfect 5-point setup. So I decided to hop on that training because it says perfect. Hey, 7-figure earner. The guy has $18 million in his training account. I'm going to hop on his training that says perfect 5-point setup. Come on now, right? That's just what it is. But I do want you guys to understand, he does have Cash Trap 3.0 that just came out, I believe. So with that being said, I'm not sure if one of these videos has to do with Cash Trap 3.0, but I will definitely go over it again. So the next time I do run this training, I'll be able to give you more details about Cash App 3.0. But understand that Cash App just keeps on getting better, y'all. Cash App 2.0 was already glass. Right? It was already glass. I literally taught that to one of my mentees in the business. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. Like, I remember I was teaching her the strategy, and she asked me. She said, "What's the blue and the red things?" I said, "What are you talking about? Like the blue box and the red box?" I said, "You mean the candlesticks? You mean the candlesticks? That's what you're talking about." So, okay. So you didn't watch the videos, did you? Right? Family, everybody on here. Let me go there real quick. Everybody on here, because let me backtrack real quick too. Everybody on here, you need to have your, you need to have your foundation. You need to have your foundation. You can't skip your academy videos. Family, you paid for it. You paid for it. You paid for it. So it only makes sense. It only makes sense to use what you pay for. Right? It only makes sense to use what you pay for. I want you guys to understand this real quick. This is an actual universal law. And for me to paraphrase this law, you guys have probably heard it before, but I want you to understand it is a law though. We call it use it or lose it. Everybody drop in the chat, use them or lose them, or use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. Look, if you're not going to use what you pay for, you're going to lose what you pay for. Don't be that person like me when you got started in the business that you didn't use what you paid for. Right? It took me 6 to 7 months to take this opportunity as serious as I should have. Every single month I'm paying a subscription, right? I ain't gonna lie, I got to a point where I was like, you know what, look, let me get the tour free. Let me get the tour free, bro. But I wasn't using what I was paying for. All the new family on here, you need to use what you're paying for. Right? You literally have the opportunity to click your videos, watch from 100 all the way down into 200, all the way down to 300. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it shouldn't take you more than 14 days to finish your videos. If it's taking you longer than 14 days to finish what you paid for, you're not really locked in for real. You're not really committed to your success for real. I just got off a call with a Chairman 25 Load and DJ. And the first word that he said, if you was on that call, what was the first word he said? Started with a C. He said, I'm not about to talk about nothing else today, but I'm about to talk about this. What is that word? Commitment. Are you truly committed to your success? Or are you just here? Right? You don't feel like watching all your videos. That's not the point though. The point is, are you committed to your success to watch all your videos? There's a difference. All right. Good spill from DJ, man. Good spill. But family, watch your videos, man. That's all I'm trying to get at. Watch your videos. You got to know what candlesticks are. But yeah, family, that's how I would use the go live. Use the go lives. Now, the next thing. Any questions? Like any quick questions, y'all? Like any quick questions? I'm gonna actually answer more of them at the end, but y'all can cycle questions if these aren't making sense. But regardless of if y'all getting value, go ahead and drop some threes in the chat so I know y'all getting some value so far. Drop some threes if this is clear as day, clear as night. Clear. For sure. All right. So the next thing, family, you want to do is you want to hit HFX. You want to type in hfxquickstart.com. hfxquickstart.com. See what this is going to do for you. It's going to organize all the information. So instead of you chasing, hunting down information, you no longer need to do that, right? You no longer need to do that. So with that being said, you literally are going to have the opportunity to see and have what you need to not only set up your account, right, but to also be able to trade effectively. As you can see, we have the video HFX recap. It's telling you basically what it is, how to fund your actual broker. It's telling you how to actually buy Bitcoin, which is super, super, super important. Family, everybody here needs to be verified in some way, shape, or form to be able to buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, withdraw and deposit Bitcoin, okay? You needed to withdraw, you needed to deposit, okay? So it's super important to learn how to do Bitcoin. So as you can see, we have different trading accounts. We have our VIDE, we have our IQ, we have Raise, we have Binary Cent. So I understand that a lot of people look at the initial deposit. 100 is clearly the cheapest one, family. But let's be 100. Cheaper doesn't always mean better, okay? Cheaper doesn't always mean better. So with that being said, I'm not gonna recommend, but I will tell you what I use, okay? So I personally just use VIDE Forex and I've used Race Options and I open up both accounts. That's just what it is, okay? I open up both accounts. So I flip-flop. I got money in here, I got money in here, right? These accounts, they have different payouts, all right? But I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Now, as far as clicking on this link, I want you guys to understand that if you don't do the Bitcoin deposit, you won't be able to get the $250 minimum. I don't want you guys to panic, right? If it says 500, oh my gosh, they're trying to charge me 500. No, it's okay. Just send 255 Bitcoin. Everybody drop 255 in the chat real quick. Everybody drop 255. That's the minimum, right? That's the Bitcoin you're gonna purchase 255. You're gonna send that over. Okay. Pocket option is not bad. You just can't roll over and you can't double up. That's all it is, right? But you can definitely do 30-second trade, 30-second trades, yeah, which is cool and all. Now, another feature of the HFX Quick Start is goes over item center review for you. Gives you the videos that you want to make sure to watch. So instead of you just watching every single video and whatnot, it gives you the ideal videos that you do want to watch. So you really want to use this Quick Start to your advantage because it's making the blueprint easier for you. All right, it's making your journey easier for you, family. And as a mentor, our jobs is to at least help you get what we got in half the time that we got it. All right, if you're willing to listen. Okay. Next, we do have trading plans where you're able to compound your trading account. Family, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, okay? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So if you're not trading with a trading plan, you're literally planning to fail in terms of trading, okay? That's just what it is. How to make withdrawals from your account, right? Literally, family, everything is on here. Right here, it says, triple your initial deposit. I'm gonna go over that in a minute. But basically, when you're funding up your trading account, right, regardless of whatever trading account it is, they're going to ask you a few things. Number one, let me just click on it. We're gonna do Vibe Forex. Vibe Forex says we want your first name, we want your surname, right? But surname family just means your last name. That's all it means. Your phone number, your email, your password, US dollar, and then you check these 2 boxes and you hit next. You don't truly need the promo code, honestly. And the reason why I'm saying that is because like the promo code is for the bonus. And I personally just recommend leave the bonus alone, especially if you're new and you're not a experienced trader. Okay, you're not an experienced trader. So everybody drop in the chat real quick. Leave the bonus. Leave the bonus. Leave the bonus. Leave the bonus. Don't touch the bonus. And the reason why I'm saying that is because look, a lot of you guys, somebody on this call, you're gonna take the bonus. You're gonna put $250 in your account, $255. You're gonna see your account is at like $500. You're gonna be like, ooh, I finessed. They gave me more money. Let me tell you something real quick. If you ever read the 48 Laws of Power, this is like law 35. What's free usually has a hidden objective or something. What's free is not usually always free. There's always something to it, right? So they want you to take their money, but it's not a horrible thing. I just want you guys to understand this. If you take their money, repeat it, boom. What is free usually requires a hidden obligation or trickery. Bam. 48 Laws of Power. Don't play. That's like law 35, I believe. I may be wrong though. Right? I may be wrong. Law 40, law 35, whatever it is. But basically, what I'm getting at is the obligation, the hidden obligation is the fact that you can't withdraw your money unless you triple your trading account. As opposed to someone who did take the bonus, you would just have to double your trading account. And you can't withdraw the bonus. That wouldn't make sense. You can't withdraw the bonus, right? It's just used as leverage. So that being said, the bonus just makes you stay in the market longer, right? And that just means that you have to be more disciplined. You have to be more consistent, right? If you're not going to trade every day, how you going to get your withdrawal? If you're not going to be consistent, how you going to get your withdrawal? So a lot of times people get the bonus. It's not that it's horrible. I've seen people make withdrawals with the bonus, but the thing is, you're not trading consistently. You're not trading every day. You're not hitting your daily goals in order to triple your trading account. Like, you got to be on top of this. All right, family, if that makes a lot of sense, please go ahead and drop some 4s in the chat. If that makes sense, please drop some 4s in the chat. That's super important, y'all. Super, super important. Super, super important. So now get into the actual trading itself. Once you sign up, your money is, you threw your money in there, right, with Bitcoin. The next thing that I need you to understand, right? The next thing I need you to understand is this. They're gonna tell you to sign your signature when you fund up your trading account. And look, you gotta double check. Family, everybody please drop double check. This is important. If somebody next to you is not listening, tell them to listen. If somebody next to you is talking and they're not making money with HFX, respectfully tell them to please stop talking. Let's make this money. Respectfully. Yo, let's make this money. Hold on real quick. Yo, I know that post is funny, but let's make this money though, right? You're not making withdrawals yet, so let's focus up real quick, right? You haven't made at least one withdrawal, so let's focus up real quick. You need to double check. The broker will sometimes slip in the promo. They will sometimes slip in the bonus, and you uncheck the bonus, but they still slipped it in. And then you go trade. Look, let me tell you guys real quick. You have one last chance to save yourself. You got one last chance to save yourself. That last chance is you paying attention and double checking. Because when you catch them and they put in that bonus, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to hit where it says chat. Hold on, let me show you. You're going to hit where it says chat at the bottom right here, right? And you're going to respectfully You gonna respectfully, they hit you. They hit you. They hit you. Right? You gonna hit private chat. You gonna hit request a private, like I'm doing right now. Right? Y'all can see my screen, correct?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Cool. And you go text them respectfully in all caps. We don't speak in lowercase letters, right? Else they're not gonna take you serious. We speak in all caps. So we're gonna hit all caps and make sure the green button is on. Hold on. Make sure it say all caps, right? And we're gonna text and we're gonna say, take out my bonus. Everybody please drop in the chat, take out my bonus. Take out my bonus. Say it with your chest. Take out my bonus. I never asked you for no bonus. I never asked y'all for no bonus. Y'all hey, people be getting finesse. They not your friend. They're not your friend. They're not your friend. We're here to take money from them. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So don't be that person that didn't double check to say take out my bonus because you were so call and put, trying to make some money in minutes. HFX my body, right? You asked nicely and they took it out. I can ask nicely in all caps, right? But you want to double check and you want to make sure that the next person, if you got finesse, can we all say, just drop, I promise. So I know that you will not let the next person, right? You will not let the next person get finessed. Because now that means you got to help them. You got to pay attention. They refuse to take it out. Oh, you probably didn't speak in all caps. You probably didn't speak in all caps, right? But not family. So now we on here. They took out my bonus. Let me backtrack. Excuse me. Let me backtrack real quick. When you send your 255, right? When you send your 255, let me tell you something real quick. First and foremost, we're the customers in a sense of them. So as a customer, right? I asked you to take out my bonus. I don't want your bonus. I'm going to respectfully text you. I don't want your money. Hey, take out my bonus. Y'all look, let me tell you guys something real quick. These people that's turning their face and whatnot, they're real people in a simulation, but they're real people behind it. So sometimes they begin a little bit disrespectful. Sometimes they do. So you got to speak in all caps. That's just what it is. You got to speak in all caps. All right? Somebody said facts. But nah, so look, real talk though, moving on. Oh no, backtracking to the payment page. When you send your 255 in Bitcoin, please, family, repeat after me. Even if I can't hear you, repeat after me. I will stay on the payment page. I will stay on the payment page until it says approved in green. I will stay on the payment page. Some of y'all, you put the money in, you leave the page and go on Instagram and get the swipe in, and then you go check back and your stuff still says wedding confirmation. You start getting nervous. Where is my money? Now you got to go text in the chat. Where's my money? Let me say something right now. Like, stay on the payment page, man. Stay on the payment page. You send in 255, they ask you for 500. Just stay on there. Make sure they sent that money through. That's all it is, right? I will stay on the payment page. So now we got all that settled. Now, family, now we can get to the, the actual hands-on stuff. Okay? So now I need you guys to understand on the left side of the screen, we have what we call the currency pairs, right? And then we have the payouts. Everybody drop payout, right? Payouts goes over the actual percentage of what it is that you're going to be making on a trade, all right? Payouts. So as you can see, most of these payouts are about 60%. And I'll be 100% honest with you guys. The higher the payout, the more money you're potentially going to make, right? So if you're taking low payouts like 60, when you could potentially be taking payouts like 77, payouts like 78, payouts like 76, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I don't go for anything less than 75, personally. If you want to go for the 70, do your thing. 70 or above, do your thing. But look, I'm here to make money, so I'm going to go for the high payouts. Now, here's the trick. If you don't have a strategy, you can't even choose your payout. How many of you guys want to choose your payout? Everybody drive choice, right? See, when you don't have education, when you don't have money, you don't have the power to have a choice. That's just what it is. You do, but it's limited. So with that being said, I want you guys to understand there was times where I done fund up a trading account. I started trading on my emotions. Wasn't trading with a trading plan. Blew it all the way down to $10. And then I started thinking. I just seen one of my mentees withdraw $2,600 out the market. I'm like, wow. What am I doing wrong? Wait, I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes you know exactly what you're doing wrong. You just don't want to admit it. So I was like, you know what? If she could do it, I could do it. Let me just take this serious for real. Right? Look, I was about to fund up again. But let's think about it, family. The question is, do you deserve to fund up? Or are you just going to blow it again? You blew it. Ha, ha, ha. Cool. Fund up again. Cool. Yeah, then you blow that one. Who's to say you're not going to blow the next one? You didn't learn anything. So I said, look. If I want to fund up, I got to prove to myself that I'm ready. If I want to fund up, I got to prove to myself that I'm ready to fund up. Sheesh. Family, I blew the account down to $3. Just like what my boy Eric just said. I was able to take that $3. $3. Meaning my risk is over here. I'm at $1. I have no choice. But the thing that I do have a choice on is my payout. So do I want to get paid 78 cents in return? Or do I want to get paid 85 cents in return? Right now, there's no 85 payout. So I'm probably not going to trade right now. Or I might trade like a 70, high 70. 78 right here. Boom. So now what I do? Do I just hop on the charts and start reading the charts and start acting upon it? No. That's how you blow your account even faster. You think you know everything? Go ahead. Do your thing. You must be rich. If you rich, go read the charts and start calling your own stuff out. Yep, I see it's an uptrend. Yep. So the next time it goes low, I'm going to pop a call. Yeah, go ahead. The time that you do that, when it really matters, you're going to lose all your money. I promise you. But I was able to take that $3 account to $420 within a matter of 2.5 weeks. Because I made a decision to take this seriously. So a lot of you guys, y'all got 250 in there. What are you doing? Do you know what you can do with 250 if you take it seriously? Do you know what you could do with $100 if you take it seriously instead of trying to get a quick come up? How about you just follow the rules? How about you just follow the rules? Right? So I decided to follow the rules. And that helped me out a lot. Right? It built my discipline. Every time that I trade, I hopped on Hourglass. Right? I turned my music on and I distanced my way from everybody else and I got in my mode. Everybody drop mode in the chat, because if you're not in your mode when you trade the HFX, you're doing it all wrong. You gotta be in your mode. You gotta get your rhythm. You gotta get that rhythm when you trading, right? When you find that mode, that rhythm, your trades start hitting. Even when you lose that trade, I'm still in mode. I'm still in mode, right? And you hitting that daily goal. All right. So I'm gonna help you guys out real quick because we got new people on here, right? Your subscription is about $175 for the regular package. Your subscription is about $275 for elite package. On HFX, you got what, a $250 account? The compound calculator, right? Helps you. Hold on. The calculator site, which is the compound calculator, you want to go to daily interest, compound interest daily, right? You plug in the 250 and you're going to be risking about 3% of your account max. But we're still looking to grow our account about 8% a day. We're going to be trading for the next 90 days. We're not going to trade on the weekends. 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 You keep trying to trade on the weekends because you're bored. Right? If we're going to stick to the goal, then stop breaking the rules. If you're going to stick to the goal, stop breaking the rules. The rule is go for your daily goal, And if you lose 2 trades, you're done. Everybody drop 2 and done. 2 and done. You lose 2 in a row, you're done. Close the laptop, you're done. I don't care if you lost your first 2, you're done. What you mean you're trying to get it back? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Y'all remember the little boy? Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. You 2 and done. Tomorrow. 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 You lost. You're 2 and done. Right? You have 2 and you're done. Okay? So you literally, if you keep on winning after that, okay, cool, you're straight. But if you lose 2, family, you're done, bro. For real. Okay, we're not here to blow our trading accounts. We're here to grow our trading accounts, all right? So first goal, $20 for the day. You take your account from 250 to 270. That's lovely. With that being said, you got to think about it. Okay, if I'm risking 3% of my account, what's 3% of 250? Should be about $7 or so. So what does that mean? That means that I can go on my trading account and I can risk my full 3% on one trade. What that also means is I can't roll over and I can't double up, right? Now, what is double up and what is roll over? Now, what I mean about double up and roll over, so double up means 2x, okay? Everybody drop 2x. Everybody drop 2x. Double up means 2x. Hold on. Double up means 2x. So when I double up the market, that's basically saying, right? This is what it's saying. The market is coming down like so. And I'm looking for it to call, right? I'm looking for a call. Fam, what does call mean? Drop in the chat. What does call mean? What does call mean? Call means buy, family. We want the market to go up. We want to buy the market, so it's call, right? New family, pay attention. Call means buy. So if call means buy, what does put mean? Put has to mean sell. Put means we want the market to go down. So family, the market is currently going down right now. And I'm currently looking for a call. Right? I'm currently looking for a call. It's doing one of these. And I see the market do one of these. So that being said, I'm looking, I don't know. I'm just going to be looking for a call right here. Right? We'll look for a call right here. So with that being said, I'm looking for a call right here. Excuse me. Call right here. And I'm going to take let's just do this. My call is right here. Right? I'm looking for a call. And I'm going to take this. And you know, when you do call, it forms like a green up arrow. Right? So we call the market. We're going to call the market when it gets here. So at this point in time, I need to believe in my trade. Right? For me to double up, I have to believe in my trade. If I don't believe in my trade, I don't double up. If I don't believe in my trade, I don't double up. If I don't believe in my trade, if I don't trust my trade, I don't double up. All right. Here is the only time that you would double up in the market. All right. But before I even get there, I want you guys to understand that this is our finish line. Right. We're taking a 3-minute trade. This is our finish line. This is our finish line. Right. 3-minute trade. Price comes down. And we finally call. So we got into the market, family. Everybody hit say call in the chat real quick. We in. Everybody drop we in. I'm in. Everybody say I'm in. Right? We in. So we all in, right? And the price goes up. Are we in profit or not? Are we in profit or not? Are we in profit or not? Yes, we're in profit. And then the market does one of these. Are we in profit or not? No, we're not in profit no more. Not in profit no more. It's below the line that we entered. We said call. We need it to be above the green line. So it's a call. So with that being said, everybody drop trust. Everybody drop trust. Because if you don't trust your trade, then this is not going to work, right? But I trust my trade, especially when I'm trading Hourglass. I trust my trade, family, right? At that point in time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. Hold on. I'm going to go down to, I'm going to go to, hold on. Oh, give me a second, family. Give me a second. I just try to play. Trust, right? So literally, it's going to go down. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to hit double up. So what double up does is it enters me in the market in additional time at a different price. But I keep the same expiry time or the same end goal. Okay? I still keep the same end goal. But if you hit call again, you're not going to get the same end goal. So you have to hit double up. Now what happens is price does one of these. Now what happens? Now what's going on? Am I in profit? Am I in profit? I'm in profit now. But this time, I'm in 2 times profit. I risked 2% on the trade. I doubled up. Now I'm risking 4% on the trade. Remember, that's a little bit over. So if you want to double up, you got to give yourself room. You got to give yourself room, right? So I know you want to max out how much you're risking, right? But you got to understand, you need room to double up. So you got to give yourself room. You naturally want to risk $10. Okay, cool. How about you risk 5 just in case you need to double up? Okay, family. If that makes sense, family, drop some gems in the chat. If that makes sense, because that's how you double your profit. That's how you make more money with HFX. All right, it's literally how trading. You got to double up. You can't be scared to double up, because that just means you don't trust it. Next thing is roll over. Right, the next thing is roll over. Roll over. Okay, so what's the rollover? So now, as far as the rollover option, it's the same thing. You got to trust that trade. So let's do this. The market is now uptrending. And then the market starts consolidating, and it does one of these. So with that being said, I'm looking to hit what, family? Up here. I want the market to go down. So what button am I going to look to push? What button am I going to look to push? I want to hit. There we go. I want to hit not red. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? I want you guys to think about it like this. If somebody put call on the red and put on the green, it confuse you. So you got to know the name of it, right? So we're looking to put the market. Boom. Right? So now the market comes. And then finally, boom, everybody drop we in. We in. We in. Right? We hit put. Everybody hit put. Everybody hit put. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We in, we in, we in. We in, we in. Perfect. We in. Right? It's our finish line. Right? It's our finish line. We in. So now the market does one of these. So that being said, family, it's not dropping yet. So now I'm a little bit nervous, like it's not dropping yet, right? So that being said, I'm going to hit roll over That was horrible. I'm going to hit roll over, which is going to extend my time. Okay? It's going to extend my time. I'm going to redraw this real quick. All right, I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to redraw this real quick. So our finish line, this is called our, I want you guys to look at this as the last chance that you get to do a second option, which is double up or roll over. Okay, I'm gonna redraw real quick. But at the same time, we still put in. Price came, attacked it, boom, we in, but it keeps on doing what it is. So that being said, you have until this line to make a decision as to, am I going to roll over or am I going to double up? When price reaches this line, you can no longer double up and you can no longer roll over. Does that make sense? It's done. You have no, it's gone. It disappears. The buttons disappear. Some of y'all, oh, the broker's cheating. No, it's not. You just took too long to make a decision. You gotta understand, successful people make decisions pretty quickly and they change it very slowly. All right. If that makes sense, go ahead and drop a 7 in the chat. You can't roll over or double up outside of this line. You can't. Okay. It's not going to work. Okay. So that being said, you have until here to hit roll over. And what does roll over do? What that simply just does is it erases this line, which is your current expiry price, and it remakes it over here and it doubles your time. So that doubles the amount of time that you have currently in the trade, right? And then guess what? It also gets rid of this one and makes a new one. It makes a new one. Saying this is the last time. Okay. And another thing it does do is it adds 30% risk. It adds 30% risk. Okay. It's the first 70% of the time for the trade that you have to make. Yes, you have the first 70%. Yep. After that, it's gone. Okay. And then it adds 30% risk. So you have to factor in that point that if I was to risk $10 on a trade and I roll over, it's going to change my risk from 10 to 13. My profit's going to be more too, but I also risked more, right? It's a double-edged sword, okay? It's a double-edged sword. But family, if double up and roll over make a lot of sense, family, go ahead and drop some fire, okay? This is what's going to help you a lot, okay? It's going to help you a lot. Because next thing you know, that trade starts to bust down because you gave it more time. Starts to bust down. Boom. You cleared the trade. Finally, you cleared the trade. Okay? So, as far as that goes, right? As far as that goes, family, now you know how to use the platform. But I want you guys, I just want to review real quick. Okay? So, we have the time. Right? This is how long you're in the trade. We have the risk. You have to put this in. A lot of people, man, I done had so many people come up to me. Yeah, I accidentally risked $100, you know, when I meant to put in 1. So you accidentally hit 0 2 times, huh? Okay. So you accidentally typed in over leverage, basically. You basically just typed in over leverage. That's what you did. Right? So you are in control of your risk. There is no if, ands, buts, or maybes. You typed it in, right? So you choose your desired risk. So rollover is a new set of time. Yes, rollover doubles your time and adds 30% risk. Double up gives you a new entry. It's like popping another entry in order to, number one, the benefits of double up, what it does is you have another opportunity to either break even or you have an opportunity to double your profit. The worst case scenario is you lose both. Okay. The worst case scenario is you lose both. But honestly, y'all, that doesn't happen a lot, especially when I'm trading Cash App. Like, bro, I trust my trade. Okay. And it helps me hit my daily goal way faster than usual. Next thing is call equals buy, put equals sell, right? Call equals buy, put equals sell, right? Next thing, the payout. What percentage do you want to stay above? What percentage? What percentage? Cool. I'm gonna say for new people, because I don't want y'all to be too picky. I want you to make some money. So just go 70 plus, right? But when you start getting experience and you start learning Cash Trap, so when you're on Go Live sessions, 70 and above, okay? 70% above. Because I know you're gonna hop on a Go Live session, that's perfect. But when you start trading by yourself and you start learning how to use Hourglass and family, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if you want to make lots of money, bro, go for the high payouts, right? Familiarize yourself with the ones that are usually at the high payouts, okay? I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why I was able to grow my $3 account to 400 was because I was going for 80. I was going for 80 to 85%. Period. Cash Trap 2.0. My body. Nothing less. Okay? But I don't want you to be that picky though, because you won't make money if you're being too picky and you don't know how to, use Cash App. You got to know how to use it or else you're limited, okay? And that's just what it is. So you got to work your way up to learn how to use Cash App. That's all it is. And I believe someone's going to be doing, another lead is going to be doing another training on Cash App very soon. So stay tuned with that, y'all. Payout, 70% plus. Double up. Roll over. And yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this question, man. Is it cool if I give y'all some extra sauce or should I just stop right now? Because I know some people probably tired or maybe you got something going on. Should I give extra sauce or should I? Okay, for sure. I'm just making sure. All right, cool. So look real quick. So you gotta pay attention to this one. I'm not gonna go over this one too many times. I'm gonna go over it. Is how you take it or you don't. The three main things that you need to be a successful HFX trader. The three main things. And this isn't even just coming from me. This is coming from people who I know who make $1,000 withdrawals out of the HFX market consistently. All right. And the first thing is, do you have a trading plan? The second thing is, what strategy or educator do you stick with? Number 3, do you follow the principle, and this is something that DJ actually has talked about as well, the principle of 2 and done. Do you follow it? Okay. Those are the 3 things. The next thing is, what I'm about to show you only works if you follow these 3 things. If you don't follow these 3 things, you will most likely blow your trading account, right? And that's up to you at that point in time, right? I'm really just here to educate you on what it is that I know and what works for me and the people that I've shown how to do it. But if you don't do it the way that I'm showing you how to do it, you will most likely blow your trading account. And then you probably, must have money to fund up again, right? So the thing is, you're not really locked in for real if you're not really willing to fund up again after you blow it. Like, you gotta be willing to take that hit if you're not gonna follow rules. That's just what it is, right? So Look at it like this. Let's say I have the 250 in my account, right? Therefore, I'm going to be risking about 3%. And my goal, my daily goal is, let's just say 8%. If you know you don't have the discipline, please stop trying to go for 10, 20, 30%. You don't have the discipline yet. You have to gauge yourself, okay? Daily goal of 8%. So with that being said, that means that I'm probably going to risk $7 on one trade. And my goal is about like $20. Right? So generally, I would have to, if I was to risk 7 and my payout is like what I do, 75% or higher, that's basically saying $7 times 0.75 means I'm profiting $5.25, right? So if I do $5.25 and I times that by 4, I should be able to make $21 for that day. All right, if that makes sense, everybody drop a 111 in the chat, right? So that means me taking at least 4 trades and winning 4 trades, I will hit my daily goal. Cool? Now, there's going to be times where you might have doubled up or you might have rolled over and you ended up exceeding your daily goal and you ended up making $25. Family, how much more money do you have now? What's your extra? How much you got extra? Drop it in the chat. You got $5 extra. Listen carefully, y'all, because if you do this wrong, this won't work for you. But if you do this right, you'll be just like my mentee, who is literally super young, but he was able to literally take his trading account from $242 to $700 within a matter of his first month of him getting started in this opportunity. Never traded before, no experience, first time. All he did was listen. All he did was listen. He did get big-headed along the way because this stuff, I'm not going to lie to you, when I show it to you, you might get big-headed. So you have to promise me you're not going to get big-headed, or else this won't work. Okay? Y'all promise? I don't want to show this to y'all if y'all not going to promise. For real. Because I don't want nobody coming to me. James, you told me to. But you the one who said the. Nah, y'all know. I told you, you got to promise to do how I'm telling you to do it, or else if you do it your way, expect to get your results. Okay? But if you want the results of the people who do this the right way, then you're going to do it their way. Okay? Cool. So you got an additional $5. So what that simply just means is, guess what? What that means is I have 5 additional dollars to trade with for the day. So my next trade, and I'm telling y'all this in perspective of myself because I do cash up. I'm gonna say it again. I'm looking for 85% payout, and I'm going all out on that 5. If I hit that $5 trade and it hits, family, 5 times 0.85, that's $4.25. I just gained an additional $4 to my additional 5. Now I have how much in my trading account? I have an additional $9.25 now, right? Now I have an additional $9.25. So now, what do you think I'm gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna do? Now, what do you think I'm gonna do? Got $9.25 now. The trade still says 80%? Okay, bet. I'm gonna wait for the next trade. I'm gonna wait for the next setup on Cash App. $9.25. I'm gonna plug it into my broker again for the risk. We going for that 80. 9.25 times I said, my bad, 85 at $7.08. I just added an additional $16 on top of my daily goal of 20. I'm not done trading. I'm trading with money that is not my profit. The trick is protect your profit. Protect, everybody drop in the chat, protect my profit. Protect my daily profit. That, to be precise. Protect my, I'm not done trading. Protect my daily profit. I will never, ever, 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 ever risk my daily profit of $20. Because if you go lose your daily profit, you're not doing this the right way. That doesn't make sense. You need to trade with what's extra, and that's it. So if you risk the whole 5, you can't roll over. You can't double up. That's going into your daily. Does that make sense, family? Does that make sense? So you have to be sure about what it is that you're doing. Now I have an additional, right? Now I have an additional $17.10. You want to know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to save at least $10 out of that. I'm going to add it to my daily goal. Now I just, instead of me making 20, right? Otherwise you're losing money, which is not smart. So now I save an additional $10. So now I'm going to subtract the 17 by 10, and I add that to my daily profit, which is my $20. Now I made a daily goal of 30. And now I put myself in a mindset where 30 is now my daily goal at that point in time, right? So now I'm going to trade with that 7. I'm still going for that 85% or higher, or anything around 80 or higher. I trade that full 7. Family, the thing is, once you lose, you're done. Once you lose, you're done. You can't risk your profit. You can't risk your profit. Repeat after me. I will not risk my profit. I will not risk my daily profit. I'm telling you guys this right now. You will not only double, triple, and quadruple your trading account if you do this the right way. But you can't risk your daily. You can't take that additional $5 personal when you lose it. It wasn't yours anyways. Think about it. I want you to look at it as leftovers for the day. I want you to look at it as a tip. Any questions, family? I'm done. That's it. I'm telling you, he took his account from 242 to 500 in 3 days. His first time trading, bro. I'm telling you. So protect your profit. Trade smart. But I'm going to take 2 questions. We do got to get out of here. We've reached our mark. We've reached the hour mark. I'm going to take 2 to 3 questions, family. Make it your best questions. If you don't got no questions, family, you got a lot of value from this training. I appreciate you being plugged in. Flood the chats with some gems. Flood the chats with some diamonds. Flood the chats with whatever, right? Cash App say 5, so I'm on 5. I trade Hourglass 5. For sure, man. Well, sounds great, y'all. Nobody got no questions. So with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. This was a great first training of the day. Make sure you guys are locked into the 5 and the 9. Super important gems gonna be going over today. Make sure you check the schedule to check who's going over the training, what training they're going over, and let's lock in, man. Gonna be locked in with y'all. So with that being said, y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Y'all can follow me on the gram at King Koala. There is no spaces, no underscores. It's just King Koala. But y'all have a great rest of y'all day. If you do have a question, you can reach out to me on Instagram, family. But with that being said, y'all have a great rest of the day, man. Much love. I'm see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Qualh. Qualh. Not koala. Koala. All right. Nah, I'm gonna see y'all though.